Today I'm going to show you how to make 3 different flower arrangements, very easy things that you can manage. And all the flowers came from the grocery store. So you can do this. Follow along and see what you think. I'm setting a pretty green and white table for springtime, and I'm going to make a flower arrangement for the centerpiece. I have this pretty Bordalo artichoke bowl, which seemed like the perfect container, and I'm putting a piece of soaked wet floral foam in it. Now I'm going to secure my floral foam with waterproof anchor tape so that it will not move around as I stick my flowers in. So we've put a piece of anchor tape across there and a little bit perpendicular just to be secure. I picked out all kinds of pretty green and white flowers. A couple of green hydrangeas will be the first thing that I add. They're so nice and showy. This one has a brown leaf on it. I'm going to go ahead and remove that leaf. You don't want to leave anything like that in your flower arrangement. And then I got some really pretty green chrysanthemums, and I'm going to go ahead and add those. I'm going to add one to each side. And before I put this on the table, I will take this bowl and fill it with water because the oasis will continue to soak up the water. And I've put one of those green spider mums in each side, and then I'm going to add one more to the top. So now I have hydrangeas and chrysanthemums. And I wanted to add white, so I'm going to add these smaller chrysanthemums, and then I will start adding some of my greenery to fill in. And I'm just going to take these all around and fill in the arrangement. You see, I just want to keep everything within that shape. Now, I picked up all of these flowers at my grocery store, so you know you can do the same thing with any grocery store flowers. This is a greenery that I love to pick up. They always seem to have it at Trader Joe's, and I'm just going to start filling in. It almost looks like a flower itself. And now all these little pieces that I cut off the larger pieces from, I'm going to take those and continue to fill in. Now, I can still see a little bit of the floral foam and the mechanics, but I'm going to add in now some baby's breath to finish this off. And there you've got a beautiful green and white centerpiece ready to decorate a spring table. I have used 2 partial blocks of floral foam that I have soaked overnight, and I have secured them with waterproof anchor tape right here. And now I'm going to get started. One of the best things about arranging flowers come springtime and summer is that you can get things right in your yard. Now, I don't have a lot of flowers growing in my yard here in Florida, but I have plenty of greenery. This is pittosporum, variegated pittosporum, and I have a whole hedge of it, and it's needed trimmed, so I told my lawn guy, don't trim it. And I am just going to use this. This holds up really well, and you can cut this ahead of time and keep it in water in your refrigerator too. So we're just going to kind of get the shape of our arrangement. And this is going on a pretty bold table with almost a turquoise tablecloth with pink hydrangeas on it, but I couldn't find any pink hydrangeas, and they're not really the color that the ones on the tablecloth are anyway, so I picked up all kinds of other pink flowers that we're going to use. But all of my flowers today came from the grocery store, from Trader Joe's, and I think they all came from Trader Joe's, but Publix carries plenty of fresh flowers too. So you want to use your greenery to get the shape of your arrangement. And then it will be very easy for you to build it and fill it out with flowers. Make sure you turn your container around and see it from all directions. And you can always come back and add more greenery if you need it after you've added your flowers. Okay, here are our flowers. I got a lot of alstroemeria. I'm going to start with them because they aren't a single flower but a cluster. I find it easier to start with them and then go with the individual blooms. And the wonderful thing about alstroemeria is they last so long. Now, you could just add baby's breath and fill this out and you would be like all finished. But I wanted to pick up on the raspberry color that is on my tablecloth. So I bought these miniature carnations. When you get miniature carnations, lots of times they are not open all the way. Just go ahead and fluff them open. The other thing I was able to get really bright pink were tulips. And as these open, these will really make for a very pretty arrangement. So let me pull some of these out. That's all it took. Alstroemeria, the greenery, miniature carnations, and some raspberry pink tulips, and we have a beautiful springy centerpiece. Now, let's add it to my table. I'm going to make one more arrangement here and show you how to use one of these wonderful plexiglass containers. Even if you think you can't arrange flowers, with these you can. They have all these holes in them. I have filled it with water. Let's get started. It's so easy to follow along. I'm going to start by putting some greenery in these, but you do not need to put any greenery in yours if you don't want to. But I have picked this pittosporum right out in my yard, and I'm going to go ahead and make a little nest for my flowers in every other hole. If I have enough, I'll go back and add more. I think I've had enough to put some in at least almost every single hole. And now I'm going to add some flowers. One of the things that's really nice to do is to add alstroemeria because they last so long, and look how they just fill that up. So we're going to start with alstroemeria. Yeah, I think this one didn't go down in enough because I have too many leaves on it. So I'm going to pull some of those leaves off. So this will poke right down in our hole. And that fills that out so nicely. Now some of them are going to be so leggy. Look at the length on these blooms. So I'm going to tuck these in separately. So we're just going to go along. And you can add multiples to each little hole. You do not have to add just a single flower. Now you could stop right here, but I have some other flowers. I have some white mums and I have some baby's breath. I think I'm gonna add the baby's breath to it. But you can see, all you have to do is know how to put something into a hole and you can make a beautiful centerpiece for yourself. Adding some baby's breath just made this a little more special, and there you have a beautiful centerpiece. So, if you can stick something in a hole, you can make a centerpiece. Thanks so much for watching. I hope I inspired you to try your hand at picking up some grocery store flowers and making some beautiful flower arrangements. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments below. I'd be happy to help you on your way to flower arranging. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time right here.